Right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to be here as always with you guys. Today, I'm super excited because usually it's me or I have been on here for the last few weeks. It's been a while since we have had a special guest come on, an interviewee come on, and share their experience. So today we have a new special guest, and I'm super excited for her to share her journey into mobile home investing and wholesaling mobile homes, get you guys excited about wholesaling mobile homes, just get a glimpse of her journey. And something that we're going to really talk about today, too, in addition to her journey of closing all of these deals as a newbie, but also a new strategy, a strategy that she is implementing where she has the potential of getting paid twice on each of the deals that she has, right? So she's going to share that strategy as well as a new marketing idea that she has implemented. And when she shared me, I was like, oh, I said, we got to bring this to everybody. We got to tell everybody about this because, if something that somebody shares that is useful and I think it can be helpful, I absolutely always want to share with you, with the entire audience. So you guys at home can implement it as well. Of course, let me know where you guys are coming in from. We are super thankful and excited to have you all here as always, right? So just comment, let me know where you're tuning in from, and we are going to get into it. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guest, Danyel Ruff. Let's get Danyel on. Hi,
Hello,
Danyel.
how are you?
I am fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Danielle, I want to really like jump into it. I want to give the people what they come for, right? So before we get to, the strategy that you are implementing, what brought you to mobile homes in the first place? I always, ask this question because it's something that is not typical, right? It's growing, but it's not something that you just wake up one day and like, you know what, I want to go into mobile homes, right?
Yes,
So what
definitely.
were you doing before and how did you get into mobile home?
Okay. Well, I'm kind of a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
So I started with business credit, and then I pivoted to Toro and realized that's not quite what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
My husband said, well, since we're not going to do that, I'm going to do wholesaling. And so I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I do have my real estate license on inactive, and I
Okay.
didn't want to do that. Been there, done that, but I wanted to have a niche. So I came across this mobile homes because I'm in North Carolina
Mm-hmm.
and pass mobile homes all the time. I'm also passionate about people having affordable housing, clean, affordable housing.
Mm-hmm.
So discovering this, I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. My husband was kind of skeptical, but he's on board now, and he sees what I'm doing. But that's kind of how my journey started. I started in June, and I just missed your boot camp,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started also following Calvin,
Mm-hmm.
getting on his clubhouse, listening to your YouTube videos, and that's where it all started for me.
I
So I
love
guess about maybe 3 weeks in, after realizing this is what I wanted to do, I was able to get my bandit signs and got my first call, got my first deal.
Oh my goodness. I absolutely love that because one thing, right, from hearing and talking to you, you literally joined our Facebook group, you watched some YouTube videos, and you took action. Like you were like, look, okay, I heard what she said. She said the band sides work, right? Let me go ahead and order
Yes.
them, put them
Yes.
out. Boom. 3 weeks later, into just joining the group and like you said, watching the YouTube videos, you order your signs, and now you got a deal, right? So I think
Yes.
it's so great because sometimes we get into our head, like we're overthinking it, taking so much time. Before you know it, it's like next year and you
Yes.
still getting started, right? So the
Mm,
fact that I just want to commend you, the fact that you saw it, it made sense to you, you took action immediately, and you were rewarded, very, very shortly
yes.
thereafter is amazing.
And I
That's
was
amazing. So
petrified
this
on
was
that
in,
first call.
say it
Believe
again.
me, I was petrified, scared on
Yep.
that first call. I'm like, what do I say? What do I do? But it's, got to take one step at a time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And look, even as an experienced investor, I was wholesaling houses for ever, right? For 5 years prior to doing wholesaling mobile homes. And still was like when be like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna say, especially my first deal when I made an offer for $0, I was like, how am I about to call this lady and tell this lady like I'm not about to pay nothing for a mobile
Exactly.
home, right? And she
Hmm.
accepted. She accepted the offer.
Yes.
But the fact is, again, you took action, you took those steps, which is absolutely commendable. So big ups to you for doing that for sure. So now you got this deal. You said this was in June.
This was in June. Um, and got the deal. The guy didn't want to, but I was hungry. He didn't want to sign the contract, but I was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able actually on that deal to get a bird dog fee out of it.
Huh.
So that's how that went. It was interesting. It was scary, but I was professional and I got to the end. So yeah, that was
Yes.
the very first deal. Yes.
Okay, okay. So you got a fee, you got paid, you closed the deal, you knew this was real. Your husband's like, okay, I see that, something's going on over there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is in June, right? And
Yes.
now you've done 6 deals so far?
6 deals so far. I'm potentially working on my seventh deal right now,
Love it.
which is actually going to be a wholesaling deal, but it's a double wide on land.
Okay. Okay. Now those double wides, I gotta tell you, the profit margins on those are usually a little nicer. I remember
Yes.
I remember our first double wide, I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is
Yes.
just like wholesaling a house. And we making 20,000. I think we made 13,500 on the first double
Yes.
wide we had. And sold it sight unseen, which was
And
awesome.
yeah, and this will be our second deal double wide because my second deal, my husband and I JV'd
Love it.
because he's newer to single family wholesaling and he wanted my expertise on the mobile home piece because he brought home the pictures and I said, that's not a single family, that's a double wide.
Yes.
And so he's like, wait a minute, so we actually JV, that was my second deal. And the
Love
profit
it.
margin was really sweet on that one.
Nice. Nice. What'd you make on that one?
I believe we made about 10, a little bit over 10,000.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And your first deal with you just bird dogging that one, what did you make on your first deal?
That was my first deal. My first deal I made 2,000 on.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And that
2000
was
just
wholesaling.
bird
Yes.
dogging, wholesaling,
Mm-hmm.
loving it, loving it.
Yes.
All right. So now, you're in it. You're still
Yes.
new. It's just been a couple months, but
Right.
one thing that I do love about mobile homes is you can, like your husband said, he wanted your expertise, right? You can learn this game pretty fast. It's one where it doesn't take years and years for you to really understand and become pretty familiar with what's needed. As long as you're taking
Right.
action, and
Yes.
getting things done, you'll kind of learn things pretty quickly. So
Definitely.
now you are, 6 deals, almost about to be 7 deals in just a few months. What was it that yielded you the most deals? Was it the bandit signs? Like what strategy worked for you the best so far?
Definitely the bandit signs.
Mhm.
Definitely the bandit signs.
Yep.
And he has bandit signs out there
Mhm.
for single family because my husband has his own business.
Mhm.
So I get leads also from him,
Yes.
people looking to sell um, their mobile homes.
Oh, yes.
So I'm kind of double dipping um, with that situation. So definitely bandit
Absolutely.
signs. It's interesting right now, and probably um, others will attest to the bandit signs right now are mixed in with election signs.
Hmm.
So I delayed for the past 2 weeks putting more signs out because you're going to see all your bandit signs get swept up
Yep.
in the where they clean in the different
Yeah.
towns. Yes, when they're
Yep.
cleaning. So I'm waiting to till this week and hopefully Sunday they will have all done their clean sweep and get back out there and put fresh signs out there.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Like I remember that last year when we were starting, and it was like all these
Hmm.
signs out, and I'm like, "What is going on?" Like
Hmm.
our little sign was, surrounded by so many signs, and then on top of that,
Yes.
I feel like they were taking them down just to put their own signs up because of our signs. But that's part of the game. That's part of the game.
Yes. Yes.
But
So
something that
that
I really
happens
like that
twice a
you
year.
Right, right. Something that I really like that you mentioned was being able to double dip, right? Because the thing is, most people, this was really a big part of our master class. What was it, 2 weeks ago or so? Was that most people, they're either wholesaling houses or they're wholesaling mobile homes or they're investing in houses or they're investing in mobile homes, right? They don't
Yes.
typically do both.
Right.
So I know a ton of people that are doing houses, and if they get mobile home deals a lot and they just hang up the phone,
Right.
right? And
Right.
likewise, I know people in mobile homes that get house opportunities and they just hang up the phone. So
Right.
the fact that you and your husband are, both are operating in those spaces and can
Hmm.
help each other when those opportunities come. So now you guys are serving, these people,
Right.
still being able to provide a solution for them, and ultimately still being able to profit from both of them
Yes.
because you have a person that has a skill in each area. So I'm
Right.
like constantly preaching, especially since I've been back, um is do both. You don't have to,
Do both.
we got this culture of like either or, either you gotta
Yes.
invest in this or you gotta do this. It's like the
Yes.
big argument, right? Stocks or real estate. It's like, why can't you do a little bit of both?
Hmm. Hmm.
Have your, increase your skills, which ultimately increases your value and increases your income. So I think that was a great point that you made, because we have gotten a lot of deals from house deals, without even marketing for houses,
Mm.
with marketing for mobile homes, just simply
Yes.
because they're selling their house, they have a mobile home. They called us about the mobile home, but then we also find out that they're selling their house. Well, hey, we can help you with that too. So
Right.
that's something that I think is absolutely cool that you guys have together. So the bandit signs have been the most
The
profitable,
most.
have gained the most traction,
Yes.
and traffic for your business. So now I know that you shared that you got an opportunity, because I know we want to talk about this opportunity that you have to get paid twice on
Hmm.
deals, right? And this is something that when
Yes.
you shared me, I was like, oh man, this is amazing. So
Yes.
tell us a little bit about how you're doing that, how this came about, and yeah, just the details into that to kind of help somebody that else that might be in a similar predicament.
Okay. Well, in this particular scenario I'm going to share, there are so many different ways, streams you can make it happen.
Hmm.
So I have a relationship with a mobile home dealer. Well, I have relationships with mobile home dealers. And I have a relationship with a park that has 27 empty lots.
Mm.
The challenge for this particular park is because of the town it's in, they have restrictions on the year of mobile homes that are allowed in that park.
Hmm.
So anything that is older than 11 years old can't be moved into that park.
Mm.
So that's challenging when you're talking about 27 lots and you need something that's 2011 and younger.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
So discovered that I can have my dealer will bring in, or how there are so many different ways we're spinning this,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm working this situation. We're going to bring in new homes into the park.
Mm-hmm.
But me as the mobile home investor, I have that relationship with the park, and I brought that relationship to the dealer. So
Mm.
I'll be able to get a acquisition slash assignment fee for each home, um, that I prepare, or each
Mm.
lot. So I'm the person, I will be preparing the lot. I'll be doing marketing. The people will come through me. So I'll get a fee for that.
Yep.
I will get a secondary fee for when that home closes.
Yep.
So that's two ways that I'll be
I
able to
love
get
it.
paid on this deal.
I love it.
So you're talking 27 lots. Um, Actually more, because we've calculated it'll take us about a year and a half
Okay.
to finish this whole project.
Yeah.
Um, so having that relationship with the dealer dealers is really, really important, because if I didn't develop that, it took me several months to develop that relationship, but they've caught on, and we're going to be bringing new homes into this park, and I'll have the ability to get paid twice.
Oh, I
The
just love it. Somebody said genius.
secondary situation, that I had a situation in a different park that had a mobile home that was old, and
Mm-hmm.
the park owner wanted that home out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I could not get a mover to even come and take a look at moving that home. It was a 77.
Oh yeah.
What I ended up doing was buying that home from the seller.
Mm-hmm.
We found a qualified buyer. The dealer took that home so I sold it to a buyer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the dealer was able to they qualified for a brand new home. So the dealer just took that home, took that 77, moved it without any expense. So with that particular situation, that home was used as a trade-in
Uh,
for that particular situation. So I actually got paid twice. I
oh
got paid for selling it. I didn't sell it for a whole lot.
yeah.
Even though I bought it, I didn't sell it for a whole lot, but because I know I was getting paid on the back end for bringing qualified buyer to that dealer for that particular park. That particular park is unique. They don't like investors. They're not investor friendly. But I
Mm.
had a relationship with the park owner, and they allowed me to keep the home in that park rent free for 2 months, at least until I found a qualified buyer. So that is a secondary thing that you can rinse and repeat. For those that have older homes and they want to move, go to your dealer, see what you can do to to use that home as a trade-in, get a qualified buyer, and that helps with the park owners, because they sometimes they want these homes out of there.
Yes. That is amazing. Somebody said
Yes.
gems, awesome,
Yes.
genius.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, like, just recapping on both of those strategies, I mean, I think it's absolutely phenomenal because on the first strategy, having it where you have a park owner, you're literally having the dealer, bring these homes into the park, right? So you're essentially, like you said, you're marketing the fact that there's new homes
Mm,
being built and being brought to this park. All
mm.
the buyers are flooding to you, right? You're
Right.
making sure that they have qualifications that might meet the dealer's qualifications.
Yep. The dealer and
Now
the
you
park.
get paid
Mhm.
by bringing a client to the dealer, right? They
Yes.
bought that mobile home, they were qualified, they purchased it. You get paid once there, and then when the home is actually, bought to the park and all that good stuff, the park
Mhm.
manager then also pays you for bringing in a new home into their park.
Actually,
Phenomenal.
the dealer, the park owner is no money out of their pocket because they don't want to pay. So it's the dealer
Mm.
that
Oh,
I'm
so
dealing
the
with,
dealer's
that
gonna pay
the
you twice on
dealer.
that one.
Mhm. Correct.
Wow. What a win-win-win situation.
Yes.
Now tell me what park manager and owner wouldn't want that deal. What?
Exactly. No money out of their
What?
pocket.
I did
Mm-mm.
not wow, I did not realize that at first. That is amazing. That is amazing.
Yes.
And then the second option that you share with me, this is the first time that I even heard about that. You didn't tell me about that when
Mm.
we was on the
Yeah.
phone, but
Yeah.
girl, that is amazing. So to sell the home and then trade it in, have them be able to trade it in for a new wow,
Right,
wow,
because it
wow.
makes it more for underwriting, the person that's underwriting to qualify this person, it makes it more, I guess, uh, it makes it look better, that loan better that they have a trade in. So
Oh,
that's why. Mhm.
wow, I love it. I love it. Now, one thing that you and guys, if you have questions, go ahead and post your questions, and I'll make sure we ask. I'll ask these or answer. We'll answer these questions as we go along or towards the end. Um, one thing that you mentioned that I think couple of people have, problems with or hesitations around. You said that the second park manager, um, they were not investor friendly, but you were able to build a relationship where he allowed you to purchase it, hold on to it for 3 months rent free until you found somebody.
Right.
How did you build that relationship? What is it that changed his mind into saying like, okay, I'll let you do it?
Okay. Interesting enough, I did well, I did one park eviction for them.
Love it.
So they knew about me, and they wanted for that particular deal, they wanted that park, they wanted those folks out of the park.
Hmm.
So I was able to make that happen.
Mm.
This 77, same scenario. They wanted that home out of the park. I had gotten a buyer for it, but I could not get my movers to get it
To move.
moved. I could
Ugh.
not. I So that's why I ended up buying it, and how I was able to develop that relationship with the park owner, because they saw, okay, hey, she's a person of her word. I kept them updated every step of the way. Anything that went down, they knew about it. I made sure that I stayed in the communication with the manager also. So that's how I got established that relationship.
Wow. That is amazing. So you
Yeah.
provided a service first. They loved you, they appreciate everything, and then boom, now you have the ability to make even more money and get an opportunity to actually invest in their park.
Yes.
Absolutely
Hmm.
wonderful. So we have let me tap into two of these questions. Somebody said, "What markets are you in?" She's in North Carolina, right? We both in North Carolina. North Carolina,
Yeah.
stand up, right?
Yes.
Um, Veronica asked, "How you work a dealer to pay you?"
Well, actually, the dealer shared that with me because I started visiting my dealers, bringing them goodies. So maybe about a month in, because they get a lot of folks coming through there, and they know who's serious for the long haul and who's not.
Hmm.
So I just kept visiting and kept, talking with them, and I was disclosed that information, that opportunity.
Yes, that is amazing.
And
That's amazing.
yeah.
And they're saying it's an echo. I don't know if it's an echo, guys. Let me know if there's an echo. I don't know what to do about it being an echo. Is there echo, guys? Hopefully you guys can still hear us. Let me know. I don't know what to do about an echo. um yeah, so I think that's great. Like you said, first of all, trying to establish a relationship, going there, bringing something, whether it's some donuts or a Starbucks gift card, right? Whatever it is, bring something. People appreciate that. Um, they said it is echo, but they can hear us fine. So okay, good. But that was a great question, Veronica. So basically, being able to um, let them tell you what the situation may be, right? You don't always have
Mhm.
to know. You can ask what type of opportunities there are and then go from there. So
Right.
that is fantastic. I think that those two strategies are absolutely genius, game changers, just being able to solve problems, right? Ultimately, like
Yes.
you are a true problem solver. You like, look, oh y'all don't let investors in here. Like, okay, boom. Oh, this home, you're not gonna move this home. Oh, I'm gonna find a
Mhm.
solution, right? So I just really, really, really appreciate that. And now, right now, you've implemented a new um and I say new because I never thought about it and I never heard anybody talk about it. So I'm
Mhm.
putting this on you. If
Yes.
anybody say this, like I would be like, person I heard it from, okay,
Mhm.
Danielle, she's the one
Yes.
that brought this to the audience, to the
Yes.
community. Because I never heard of this before, and I think it's a great idea. So this new marketing strategy that you are implementing or have implemented, tell us about it. We all want to know.
Sure. Well, I'm in the process of implementing it, and it goes live next week.
Yes.
So, when you are sitting in DMV, there are screens that have local businesses on those screens.
Yes.
I have actually signed up to be one of those local businesses in two of my local DMVs.
So smart.
And so DMV has advertising. And that is what's going to be launching for my business starting next week. And the ad is digital and it will send traffic to your website.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's the purpose.
Mhm.
So
Is it
there are,
only to your website? Can you put a phone number on there?
you can put a phone number there also. So I
Okay.
do have a phone number and website
Okay.
that they will have an opportunity to go to. And you
Wow.
can pick your location based on the volume that goes into the DMV, and that's what I did.
Oh, I love it. How much do those ads about?
They are tiered.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think. I want to say it's about 130 a month, which is way cheaper.
$130?
Which is
Oh
way
my
cheaper
God.
than my bandit signs.
Yes, girl. That's
hmm
super, super cheap.
Yes,
I
and then it's
love it.
tiered.
I love it. And it's like, why do I think of that? Like, put the ad, a running ad in the DMV where
In the
people are
DMV.
actually going to transfer their titles, where they're going to get new titles, where they're going to pay for,
Yes.
their fees and all these different things that people have to do related to their
Investors, mobile home
investors,
investors coming through there,
everything who are
and they're
constantly
looking.
going there
Yes,
to transfer the new titles.
yes,
What? And then
yes,
even when the buyers or the sellers, when they're going there to meet the investors, they might be looking for a new home. They see your sign.
yes,
I mean, this is just very, very clever. I'm looking forward to. We're gonna have to have like a post, just recap just to see like what the results of it have been.
yes, yes.
But that's just an amazing idea. I think that's
I'm
absolutely
excited.
amazing. Very clever. You can be specific as far as where you want to post it. And
hmm
if you have a specific target market, hey, I want to be in
Right.
this DMV. I think that's just such a brilliant idea, Danielle, girl.
Yes, I'm excited.
Brilliant. I am
hmm
so looking forward to hearing how that goes.
Yes,
So before we wrap this up, right? Because I think you just dropped so much downloads on people that people were like, what? Okay,
yes,
let's take it, let's let them breathe a little bit, right?
yes, yes.
And listen to this. I think the thing about this, you just started in June, right? You literally just started in June and
hmm
already closing deals, creating new opportunities, new ideas, thinking outside the box, right? Being consistent. Wow. I just think I mean, I really, really want to applaud you for your efforts because I think it's amazing. And literally just through watching my YouTube videos, through being in our Facebook group,
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. So big ups to you, honestly. Now what I want to ask you is, have there been any through your deals that you've gone through? um Victoria's like, I mean, Veronica, she's like, I missed it. I gotta she's trying to watch it and work at the same time. And she's like, I missed the play. It's all right, Veronica. Watch the replay. It is there for you, girl. But tell us, has there been any like crazy stories, crazy experiences, funny experiences, anything just unique through going through mobile homes just in your first 6 deals? Right, because I think, a lot of times we see people just post the check, and it's like, oh, that was just smooth sailing, right? And you never
Uh-huh.
hear about all the crazy backstories and funny situations or scary situations that took place
Mhm.
for you to get that beautiful check. So any stories that you've experienced that you want to share?
Yes. 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 Um, I guess my biggest challenge was the cleaning of these lots. So
Mm.
I had a situation um, where the buyer said, "Don't worry, we'll clean the lot. I'll have my mobile home mover clean the lot." And I didn't make that promise. They made that promise. And they
Okay.
made that promise. And so, therefore, I communicate those same sentiments to the seller. The
Mm-hmm.
lot will be cleaned.
Mm.
And so the mobile home was about an hour, a little bit over an hour away from my office.
Okay.
So the mobile home got moved, and they left. The movers left the lot a mess
Oh my.
and did not come back to clean it up.
Mm.
So we had front stairs, back stairs, center block, anything that was underneath the mobile home.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, this has to be cleaned.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Called the junk removal. They wanted a lot of money for it. I said, okay, what am I going to do? So I had to get it all together. I hired a wonderful day laborer
Oh, yes.
that I found online, spoke with him. He was a man of his word. He said, if I can do it, I will do it. I'll call you back shortly. I think I called him the day before I was going to do it. He was awesome. He met me at my home. We took the ride. I made reservations for a U-Haul, had all our tools, saws, and everything. And we got up there really early in the morning before the sun really got
Yeah.
high noon. And we worked. We got those center blocks moved. We cut up those back stairs, wood stairs, front stairs, loaded up our U-Haul, went to the dump, the landfill, excuse me. Um, it took us almost all day.
Whew.
But that was, man, I worked for that
Whew.
every dime I got from that deal. Uh,
Oh,
so
man.
that was one of my biggest challenges. Because
Wow.
I didn't anticipate having to do that.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but
You know
but
what?
it happens.
I was gonna say it absolutely happens. We've even had movers come and like, just do things that ripped up the grass, and like now we have to like, make sure our seller is not upset by that, right?
Yes,
You have to
yes,
make sure everything is smooth. So, wow, I'm sure that was a lot.
it was a
Gratefully,
lot.
gratefully, you found someone like you said was a person
Yes.
of their word and was really there to help you out.
But the seller was so happy at the end of it. She
Yes,
saw all the effort. I kept my word. Communication. I will follow up. I
yes.
went, everything I said I would do, I did. And
Mm,
at the end, they were satisfied. Um, so that was really, going that extra mile is important,
yes.
you know.
Absolutely. That was a good one. I think that was a really good story to
Yes.
tell for people out there to know the possibilities, but then again, like there's a solution, right? So it's not just focusing on the problem. It happens, problems happen, things happen,
Hmm.
but there's always a solution and a way to get it done. That
Yes.
is absolutely wonderful. In this time frame, roughly about, I know you probably don't know maybe exactly, but in this time frame from June to now, like just literally starting in June, what would you say you've made approximately?
Mm. Um, Maybe about 17,000,
Love it. Love it.
give or
Love
take.
it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That is amazing. With the seventh one on the way, that's a double wide. That's probably going to be nice check right there.
I'm ready. I'm ready for
I
that one.
love it. I love it. With Danielle, we really want to thank you for taking the time, one, to be here to share your journey with us, share some techniques and strategies that you're using that we can implement into our
Definitely.
businesses, and then giving insight into things that happen and how to resolve them, because you touch on a lot of different problems,
Yes.
from investors not wanting invest, or excuse me, from mobile home park managers not wanting investors,
Hmm.
to movers not wanting to move something, right, to
Yes.
movers not fulfilling their word, and all of these different things, and providing and showing the way that you were able to solve these problems. And again, I just want to just again commend you for the work that you've done in such a short time, and just keep going, girl. We are here. We
Keep
are rooting
going.
for you.
Yes.
We
Thank
are
you.
rooting for you. I can tell you that right now.
Yes. Yes. I
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Do you have
Yes.
any parting words for the people?
Just to encourage my fellow wholesalers, you know, connect with other wholesalers. I actually
Mm.
spoke with a newbie last week, so I think she's probably on this call. Just encourage her. Get your bandit signs. Get
Yeah.
out there. Don't overthink it. And it's going to come, but you have to take that step.
Oh, I
You have
love it.
got to take that step.
I love it. That is absolutely wonderful. That is a great, great piece of advice. And for those who are interested in learning more about mobile home investing, wholesaling mobile homes specifically, we have our 3-day boot camp coming up at the end of November. Our early bird special is going to end this Monday. So get your tickets, join us. We are going to be talking about everything from analyzing and choosing your market, right? How to the best marketing, getting actually launching marketing. So this 3 days is not going to be just about talking, it's going to be about action. So we're going to start actually launching free campaigns. We're going to be talking about different paid campaigns that you can begin implementing, and all the strategies and techniques that we're actually implementing to build a six-figure wholesaling business around mobile homes. As you guys know, you watched the whole journey. Went from just starting in mobile homes to making six figures in under 6 months with mobile homes, through wholesaling mobile homes. And I'm just really showing you guys that exact method that we used, that a lot of our students are using now to do the same thing. And then we're going to be literally talking live to sellers. So don't be afraid. Get on this boot camp. It's going to be real. We're going to be practicing our scripts and actually talking to sellers, making it happen, guys. So if you want to join that, let me just put the link in there really quick for you guys. It is the mobile home, wholesalingbizacademy.com/bootcamp. Wholesalingbizacademy.com/boot camp. Again, Danielle, I want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. I'm looking forward to your success. We're going to stay in touch.
Yes.
And thank you all for joining us today. We'll be talking to you all soon.
Thank you.
Bye bye.